How do you use a flat file to upload information into Amazon Seller Central? Well, in this video, I'm going to take you through the whole step-by-step process. I say me, actually it's going to be Rosie Kozaks from the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs who will take you through the whole thing step by step. Now, if you like this kind of information where Rosie is showing you the ins and outs of flat files and technical side of things, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. That way I can tell Rosie how awesome she is. Also consider subscribe to my YouTube channel because we post brand new money-making information like this each and every day. If you've got any questions for me or for Rosie, comment below and either my Rosie or myself will answer them for you. With that being said, let's go.
Okay, so the flat file is another way of updating your listings. Instead of doing it directly by going into edit, you can do it by a spreadsheet. And you just go into this option under inventory here, add products via upload. And then you would select the category that your product is in. So for this exercise, mine are in pets. If you're not sure, if you don't want to go through this whole exercise of finding the category, then you can just type it in up here. So I can say cat lead. Actually, I don't have cat lead, let's do cat collar. Animal collar, that I can't even spell. There we go. Okay, so I'm looking for this cat's there, so I'd select that one there. And it will pull down the selection here. Leave it as advanced. Advanced gives you everything, and then just generate the template. Okay. And now I've already downloaded that one, so I'll open it up here. It'll bring up spreadsheet like this, and it does look confusing to start with. There's a lot of information on here. I suggest that you do read through, if you haven't done this before, just have a quick read, skim through this, go to the example. This is where you can really get a good understanding of what to do. But a couple of key things is that if you just want to make a partial update, like updating your title or updating the bullet points or anything like that, just small changes, and you don't want to change everything, like everything in the listing, then just make sure that you find this field. For some reason it's at the end of this one, quite often it's near the beginning. Just do a search on the word update and make sure that you put in here partial update. All right, if you're only changing a few things, because that way you don't have to put everything in from your listing. If you do put in update, it will update your listing with every single thing that you put in here, including the blank fields. So you want to be mindful, just be mindful of that. You don't want to override or have text or content in your listing deleted. Okay, so make sure you do a partial update, and then Amazon will only update the data that you put into the spreadsheet. So I'll just go across here. So this is, sorry, there's a lot of fields. So most of these you don't need. So it gives you an example of a single product with no variations, you can use this to create new listings or update or even delete. I've used one for deleting as well. And just have a look through these instructions. They're actually really simple. I won't go through them in detail. Just follow the what they say here, what to do, and then you should be right. This is a really good tab too, data definitions. This tells you what each field actually means and what sort of information you need to put in here. So you can see also that whether it's required or not. If you're doing a partial update only, you do not need to put in every single required field. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And so if I have a look down here, the product type, yeah, that actually defaults. I'll show you that in a moment. The SKU, the brand name, say you put your brand name in there. And that's handy too if you want to change it or update it. The manufacturer, if you don't have your brand in there as a manufacturer, you can put it in or just leave it blank. Unit count, this is a new one. I've seen on a lot of categories now that this is mandatory. So if you haven't edited your listing for a while, and next time you go in, you might find that you have to actually put something in here. The quantity, and Yeah, so this is, again, as long as you don't, like if you're not updating every single field, you just want to update a few things, leave the quantity blank because it's FBA, you'll already have a quantity in there in most cases, either zero or you've actually got stock in FBA. Just make sure you select partial update. So again, there's a lot of information on here. Only just look for what you need and just ignore everything else. This is that update delete field, okay? And it says here, update, partial update, or delete. This is what you see when you go in. Depending on the category, you might see some different titles, but some of them will have drop downs, and you have to select what's there. You can't just type in your own because a lot of these fields are actually protected. The SKU is your merchant SKU, of course, your brand name, and so on. So you just keep going through and putting in information that you want to update. And the browser, don't worry about that. That's just what it picks up as a browse node so that you don't change that one. This one I found is useful because I actually, and some of the templates, there's a little bit of a glitch where you go for I don't know if I can find one on here, but if there's a download and sometimes it actually doesn't have the choices there, they're blank. So it hasn't linked properly with the data on this field here. So I've been able to come here and see what are the valid fields. Like say, for instance, this one here, small, medium, large, all breed sizes. These are the valid choices for that particular field. But if there was showing blank on the template, then at least I would come here and say, yeah, okay, so this is the valid information. I want to put in medium. Otherwise, if you put something in there that's not relevant or not correct, then Amazon will reject the flat file. And then when you've finished populating it, you go back to Amazon and you come here and click on upload your inventory file. And literally just upload the file here, drag and drop it, and then click on upload. It will process it and you'll get notification fairly quickly if there are any errors. You'll get an email as well. And you'll also be told if the upload was successful.
That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We are a community of professional e-commerce entrepreneurs right here in Australia. 2,500 members and growing. We're the fastest growing community of online entrepreneurs here in Australia, with sales, by the way, of over $50 million. If you'd like to find out more about what we're doing, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. Link for that is in the description. Till next time, bye.